Created by Brett. Yeah.
Hey Brett, how could I convert a room into a film studio?
Well, Burning Vids 2000, I am the guy to ask because I converted my room into this here studio. And there are three things to keep in mind when you're setting up your studio. You have a tiny space. If there are any windows in your room, you're gonna have lighting changes over the course of the day. As the sun moves, it turns into nighttime, and then at nighttime with like car headlights come by. And sounds around your house or apartment. So, tiny space first. TV studios are a mess everywhere off camera. If you've ever seen like a shot of like a news station or something like that on TV, you know that there's a good looking backdrop and one little chunk of the stage, and the rest of it is like cables and wires and chairs and tables and people's coffee and all sorts of garbage. So all you need to do is pick one little corner of your room and either put a backdrop up like I did, or you put up a green screen, which is a little more highly technical. You probably want to go watch a video on that, but don't leave this video until I'm done. Or just point the camera at a really interesting part of your room with like, you know, a bookshelf and a desk and some posters and props and things like that. Actually, it's not props, it's set dressing. The other thing you can do because you have a small space is either animate like little Lego figures or something like that, or do sock puppets, or just miniatures of whatever, because then you can have an even smaller space, the rest of your room doesn't matter, and your shoot only takes up like a little bit of space on your desk or something like that. The second thing is outside noise, which is appropriate right now because there's an airplane going past. Okay, it passed by the time I made that comment, but still, then get people in the rest of the house, if you live with siblings or parents or whatever the deal is, are gonna be making noise. So what you gotta do is either you shoot when the house is empty, or you tell everyone you're shooting and get them to be quiet, or you get your own apartment, and it's called a flat if you don't live in the United States. Or you can do like Toby Turner does on his lazy vlogs and incorporate them. When a car goes by that's too loud, he goes shh. And when a plane is flying, he goes, ooh, a plane. I can't quite do his voice, you know what he does. Or another idea you could do is you don't record any sound, if you can figure out how to do that, and then you record the sound later under controlled circumstances, but I don't know where you'd do that either because it's probably still going to be in your room, so never mind. And if you have a whole lot of money, you can hire somebody to like soundproof your room, and they put up like foam egg cartons, and it's just a mess and it's expensive and never mind. And then the third thing is lighting. And like I said, you know, daylight is gonna come through the window and it's gonna mess up how bright everything is. So what I do is I turn the blinds on my windows so that they completely block out any light that could be coming in. I'm actually shooting at night right now, and there's no street out there that like headlights from cars are gonna come in and mess up my shot. But yeah, just block out your window and then make sure you have some good lighting. Now the way I did my lighting is I actually got fluorescent lights here. There's two over there and one over here. But the secret, if you want really good lighting, well, you can use regular lighting, and then in iMovie, I don't know what other software you could use, but if you use iMovie, you can color correct afterwards, and that's really important. You just set the white balance, and I'm sure there's a way you can find that online, how to set the white balance. It's super easy. But if your video looks sort of yellowish because you're using regular indoor lights, see, this is what regular indoor lights would look like, and they're yellow. Anyway, you get lights that are balanced for daylight. Seen probably daylight bulbs. I don't know if they cost more. These ones were just regular fluorescent price. But the thing you're looking for, and this is high tech, so if you fall asleep during this, I understand, you're looking for somewhere between 5000K and 6000K color temperature. And the lighting on video looks really good if you get that color temperature. That's daylight color temperature. And cameras know what to do with that. But as you can see, they didn't know what to do with the yellow regular incandescent bulbs that most people have in their houses. But that's where the white balancing thing comes in. Anyway, I got off on a tangent. So those are my ideas on how to convert a room into a studio. Leave me your question down in the thingy thing, and maybe I'll answer your question next time in the video that I make after I finish this sentence, which I'm not sure where it's going.
Please share this vid